Hello, I'm Don Devine with Divine Hands Therapeutic Bodywork, and I wanted to continue our conversation on bringing therapeutic bodywork to our homes during the Corona captivity of 2020. Now, everyone is afraid of spreading this disease, and it's right that we social distance ourselves, which means that I can't touch you physically. So, the video series I'm putting together is all about how you can help those who are in your home with you, our loved ones, our family members. They can all benefit from therapeutic touch from your hands. And if you are willing, I want you to reach out and do your part in helping to calm everyone down, because those who live with us can really benefit from receiving therapeutic touch. Now, in this series, I hope to bring to you several different principles that we have with massage therapy. The things I want to talk about today are permission, informed consent, and therapeutic touch. All of these are things that we put in practice every single day as massage therapists, but you may not realize what they are, that we're doing them, or why we do them. So I want to take a few moments to tell you a little bit about that. And then later on in the video, we will get into some scalp massage and have a little bit of fun with body work on those we love. The first principle I want to talk about is permission. Now, it's easy to assume that we have permission to touch everybody we live with. This is my wife. This is my husband. This is my son, my daughter, my dog, my mom, my dad, mine, my roommate, whatever. But we can't assume that when we're participating in therapeutic touch. Therapeutic touch means that we give them the power to say, no, I don't feel like being touched that way right now. So at any point during the treatment, we have to make sure that we have permission so that we give them the power to say, stop, which means you stop. The next principle I would like to talk about is informed consent. Now, informed consent is very much like permission, which is why we started with permission. We just go a little bit deeper with informed consent. Informed consent really just means you're going to let the person know what you plan on doing. Now, you don't need to go step by step on what you're going to do. You simply let them have an overview of what your plan is. So if you're going to do scalp massage and then some shoulder work and then move down to the feet, you can tell them that simply. That gives them the opportunity to consent to that. And they can say, I'm great with the scalp massage, but I really don't like anybody touching my feet. At which point you can adjust your plan. The last thing I want to talk about before we actually start in practicing is quality of touch. Quality of touch is all about how we approach the person that we're going to be working with. In my practice, I love to come in very slowly to the body and just as if we're going into a pool of water without trying to make any ripples whatsoever. Or my favorite analogy is when our babies were wee. We would go in if we needed to move them while they were sleeping, reach in with very soft hands, pick them up very gently, and gently, slowly, and gracefully move toward the destination where we were going to lay them down again. And as we let go of them, do the best we could not to wake them up, which can be very difficult, but it's very rewarding if you've ever been a parent or you've ever moved a sleeping child from one point to the other. This is kind of like the approach that I want to take when I'm starting to touch somebody and throughout the session, typically, unless it's a quicker modality like sports massage, but we probably won't get into that in this series. We're going to start today with some scalp massage. My wife's favorite thing in the world is having her scalp massaged, her hair brushed, and her hair pulled, and we'll get into those things today. Keeping in mind the principle of quality of touch, we're going to come in nice and slowly, and we're going to keep our fingers apart so that we don't get tangled up in the hair. And just gently pressing with the pads of our fingers, this part right here, not the tips of our fingers. Sink in, give a little bit of pressure, and then start a circular motion. I should have a melon here so I can show you. I love this melon though. And we can get all different aspects of the scalp, moving our hand from one side to the other. Notice I'm going under the hair, not on top of the hair. I don't know if you can hear this. She can hear it really loudly. Some people like it when they have their hair scrubbed. Others just like it when you press in and do a nice circular motion here. Now, while you are doing this, I want you to pay attention to your body mechanics. Notice I'm upright, not leaning forward. It's very easy to lean down like this, and then you'll get all sorts of pressure on your lower back here. So if you have a chair that you can pull out, like a card chair or something, just pull that out, sink your hands into their hair, and start doing nice circular motions. This can relieve a great deal of tension that may cause headaches, that we all may be feeling in these times of fatigue. Another thing that we can do are hair pulls. Now, it is very painful if you get just a few little hairs and tug on them. But once you get a whole bunch of hair and gently pull, now I'm going to place one hand on top of her head so I'm not yanking her whole head over this way. I'm going to place one hand here and then gently pull here. And just hold it. When you pull that, it can allow all of these muscles to start loosening up, all the way down into the neck and down into the shoulder even. You can also slide your hand up under the scalp, up under the hair, and grab a handful and just squeeze it. That also can cause that tension to start to dissipate as you hold it static. And you can hold that 3 to 5 minutes or just a minute. It's entirely up to you.
And the person you're working on.
And the person you're working on, of course. Once you've done all of that, it's also really nice to bring a brush in and just brush her hair. Now, how, you may ask, can you do hair pulls on somebody with short hair like mine? The sad truth of the matter is, you can't. But you can do those other principles. You can still bring your hands together, place them on the head, and do nice circular motions like this. Or if your person is one who likes the scrubbing, that's fine too. It can also be really nice to give somebody a shampoo, but that's more of a hairdresser's specialty than mine. Thank you so much for paying attention today, and I will get more videos out to you.